Hey guys, I'm going to give you a 10-step plan to driving traffic for affiliate marketing. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you an extra way you can get more organic traffic for free. So, welcome to ProfitCodePilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney and I'm here to help you to get more traffic so you can profit from your passions. So today is all about driving traffic for affiliate marketing. This comes about because one of my students, who is an affiliate marketer, needs to drive traffic to his website. So I outlined a plan for him. He very kindly allowed me to share this plan with you. So big props to him. I'm going to show you his squeeze page in a moment. I'm going to walk you through the plan and you're going to be able to copy this and get results too. That's the whole point of this. So do that, copy me, get results, and you're going to be set for traffic. So let's head over to the computer. I'm going to walk you through it step by step right now. Okay, so this is my student's squeeze page. And as you can see, we've got a headline there, a video, and then down here, we've got the opt-in form, strong calls to action there, and then we've got a list of benefits there. So he wants to drive traffic to this page. Well, he wants to drive traffic in here, into the email list. That's the important bit. So step one, what he's got to do, and what you've got to do if you're in a similar situation, is go to buzzsumo.com. I want you to choose long tail keywords that represent your niche. So in this instance, break free from negative thinking. So we might want to take that, or give yourself the time. Freedom. So we could take any one of these, or we could even take the headline. So let's say they want financial freedom. Oops. Here you want to get specific. So financial freedom, who's it for? Or maybe we want to put in a time frame. So fast, financial freedom fast. Let's see what happens. So here we're going to have all the best performing content for this key phrase. So here you can see that on this website, budgetsmadeeasy.com, they say how to achieve financial freedom fast in 5 simple steps. So that's a good piece of content. We can see here that the engagement is high. It's getting shared on Twitter. Could probably do a bit better on Twitter. To be fair, it's being shared on Pinterest. So if you go through this list, you're going to see what content is being shared, what people enjoy reading. So there's life training, fix your money stress and fast track your way to financial freedom. So we've got lots of options here. With BuzzSumo, you get a handful of free searches every day. So before you start using it, have a real clear picture in your mind of who you want to speak to, who your target audience is. You might think it's just people who want to make money online. I would encourage you to drill down even further. So split that niche in half and drill down. If you can half it again, so maybe you can split it by gender or by some demographics. So maybe age or income level, education. I mean, when it comes to demographics, there's no better resource on the planet than Facebook. So have a look through Facebook. I mean, look at this. Okay, so here we are in Facebook Ads Manager thingy. So we've gone to Audience Insights, and then we want to choose everyone on Facebook. And now United States is fine. Interests. So business and industry, advertising, entrepreneurship. So here we're going to be able to drill down and get more demographics and even psychographics about your audience. So we can have a look at the pages that they like to uncover data like that. So we know that people who are into entrepreneurship, like Gary Vee, we can go down here even further. So we've got more data that we can use. We can see where they are, the top cities that they live in, top countries, the languages they speak. We can have a look at the overall activity. So if you're unsure about your keywords or who you're speaking to, use Audience Insights, drill down even further, you can get super specific information when you use this tool. So play around with it for a little bit, get some ideas, and then come back here and do a few searches to see the most popular content in your niche. Now I want you to make a list of all the best performing content that you think you would enjoy creating, that would be of benefit and interest to your audience. And then at the top here, we go to influencers. Click the influencers tab, and here you're going to be able to search for people who are very prominent for those keywords. It will bring back a list of people that you can contact. Now, once you've got that list, what I want you to do next, and listen, the reason I'm not showing you the influencers that this brings back is because I'm not sure of where that stands with GDPR, because I'm recording this for video and for the podcast. So I don't want to reveal anyone's data. I'm just being extra cautious about that. But you can, of course, run your own searches, get a list of influencers in your niche. And then what I want you to do next is I'm pulling in a new document here. So we make a list of the influencers. So I'm just type Joe Blogs. He might have 17,000 followers on Twitters. John Doe could have 50,000 followers. And then you carry on like that. So you just list out everyone and the number of followers that they've got. And you want to get a fairly big list. As many as you can for as many different keywords as possible, so you have a rough idea of who you're going to approach. We're going to reach out to these guys and we're going to make them an offer they can't refuse, which sounds kind of mafia, but it works. And listen, a lot of them are going to say no because they get approached every day. If they've got a big following on Twitter or on social media, they're going to be getting pitched at every single day, multiple times every day. So don't worry if you don't hear anything back. Just move on. Don't take it personally. Remember, you're not being rejected. Your idea isn't being rejected. These guys tend to have limited amounts of time to spend. And remember, they're going to be helping you out. You're actually going to help them as well, so it's mutually beneficial. But you've got more to gain from it than they have. Of course, we position it with an angle that makes it seem like they do have more to gain. And listen, it is actually mutually beneficial as well. So I want to send them an email, like something like this. So, dear Mr. Blogs, I'm going to say, as you're one of the leading figures in your niche there. So what we're doing here is we're kind of massaging the ego a little bit, but not over the top. You know, there's nothing I hate worse than when I get emails from people who are just over the top smarmy, obviously trying to, you know what it's like, right? When someone is just being over the top, it comes across as insincere. So we want to avoid that. We just want to be kind of cool about it and say, hey, you're one of the leading figures in this niche, which is going to be true if they've got, a sizable audience. They say, I'd like to invite you to, say invite, because everyone likes to be invited, right? Again, this plays to the ego in a non-smarmy way. I'd like to invite you to take part in a project I'm working on. It's an article called The 10 Greatest Minds of and then your niche there. And might say something like, would you be open to answering a couple of questions for me to I might just want to say via email. So it's an article called The 10 Greatest Minds of, again, we're playing to the ego in a non-smarmy way. So we're saying 10 greatest minds, we're saying that they are one of the 10 greatest minds in our opinion, and we want to include them in this article. Would you be open to answering a couple of questions via email? I think it's important that we say via email, so they know that they don't have to get on the phone, they don't have to do a video call, they can just answer it within their own time. So they can think about their answers, they can give a more detailed response instead of just being caught out. So this makes it an attractive offer, and then we sweeten the deal by saying your bio will be included. Say your bio will be added, including links to your website and social media profiles. And listen, I'm just making this off the cuff, okay? I'm not thinking about this too much. I'm just creating something very loosely based on previous emails I've sent from my students and clients. So this is generally the kind of thing that works. So use this to model. You know, what I don't want to happen is like people to copy and paste the same email and send that out to multiple influencers, and people are receiving the same email from, you know, dozens of people. That wouldn't be a good thing to do. So use this to model your own emails. So we might finish off with saying, I hope to publish the article, you can say next week, next month, whenever, or you could even put in a date here. And here what you're doing is you're giving them a deadline. So this is important, because if you say, if we leave out this bit, I hope to publish the article next week, if we ignore that, if we leave that out, what happens is they might get back to you in 2 months' time. Say sure, and then it's too late. So here we need to put a little bit of urgency in there, so they know that if they want to be a part of this, they need to respond. And then we say, many thanks for your consideration. So here we're saying, we're thanking them for their consideration. We're effectively saying you will consider this. They might consider it and say no, and that's fine. Or they might consider it and not get back to you, which again is kind of expected. But we only need a few of these guys to make this really work. So many thanks for your consideration. Best regards, Mick Meany. Obviously your name there. And then I like to put in a phone number. I like to put in my phone number here, so people can see that I'm a real person. I'm available to talk if they have any questions. I stand out from the dozens of other emails they're getting today because I'm showing I'm a real person. I've got my phone number there. I'm legit, because most of the emails that they get are just going to be kind of, hey, can you publish this for me? Or can you link to my website? You know, they're asking for something. Here, you're offering something. So you're turning the tables a little bit. Obviously, they know that you're going to benefit from this in some way. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. So you know, that's okay. So here's an email that you can model things on. So, dear Mr. Blogs, you're one of the leading figures in your niche. I'd like to invite you to take part in a project I'm working on. It's an article called The 10 Greatest Minds of Your Niche. Would you be open to answering a couple of questions via email. Your bio will be your bio will be added, including links to your website and social media profiles. I hope to publish the article next week, next month, whenever. Okay, that's important you add that in. Many thanks for your consideration. Best regards, your name and your telephone number. Simple, right? Let's make some room on the screen. So let's assume that they agree to this. They're happy to continue. Well, what you do then is you ask every single influencer that you deal with the exact same question. So you might have one or two questions, and I want you to make it about the one thing. So you would say something like, what is the number one secret to success in your niche? Or what is the number one way to achieve something? So you make it about the one thing. You can add more questions if you like, but remember, if you have about 10 people and each of them give you just 100-word answers, that's going to be a 1,000-word article. So remember, the more questions you ask each influencer, you're going to get 10 times the amount of content. So ask each of them the same question. It has to be the same question. So let's move on. So after you've got back their answers, you let them know. So you let them know when it's going to be published. So, dear Mr. Blogs, thank you for your response and your insightful answers. Just to let you know, the article will be published on, and then you give it a date, and then you say, everyone taking part will be emailing it to their list. So we hope to drive more traffic to your website, social media profiles, whatever. So here, what you're saying is everyone will be taking part. Everyone will be emailing it to the list. So we're not asking them to email it to the list. We're just letting them know that everyone else is going to email it to the list. So listen, they don't want to look like a dick. So if everyone else is promoting this, they will feel compelled to do it as well. But we're not asking them to. The reason we're stating this is twofold. So first of all, we're saying everyone's going to be emailing it to the list. So to imply that they should too, without saying it. But the reason that we're giving them for telling them this is so they will benefit. So we hope to drive more traffic to your website or social media profiles. So we're making it about what's in it for them. So they can see, they can join the dots that, hey, if everyone promotes this article, everyone's going to benefit. Everyone's going to get more traffic, more leads, whatever. And you say, I'll be in touch before the article goes live. You say, best regards, McManey. You might want to say thanks again for taking part. So here we're saying everyone taking part will be emailing it to the list. You say, I'll be in touch before it goes live. So they should know to expect more correspondence from you. And then we say, thanks again for taking part. So we'll remind them that they were taking part in this. Everyone taking part is going to promote without explicitly asking them. So the day before the article goes live, you're going to send them a quick email. So you're going to say, dear Mr. Blocks, just a quick note to let you know that the article, the 10 greatest minds in your niche, will be published tomorrow. I'll send you the URL. We need to give them a reason, so I'll send you the URL. Why are we going to send them the URL? So, so you can review it. And then we say, many thanks for your participation. Best regards, your name. Okay. So that's the day before you send out the, that happens the day before you publish the article. Okay, what happens on the day that you publish? Well, you say, dear Mr. Boggs, the article, the 10 greatest minds in has been published here. Then you put in you have to put in the actual website address here. Like that. So they can see exactly what they're going to click on. So we don't hide anything. And then you say, I'll let you know how well it performed. And if you need any changes to be made, please let me know. Thanks again. And then at this stage, you probably just want to use your first name. So you're establishing a rapport here. You're strengthening the relationship with this person. You're keeping in touch. You're promising that you're going to let them know how well it performed. And then a week later, you would go back and you would say, this is how well it performed. This is the reach it had. This is the traffic levels it got. Don't mention the results that you personally got from it, which I'm going to talk about in a second, because this is all about building an email list, right? So we don't want to mention about how many subscribers you got. So how do we get subscribers from this? I'm going to show you. Okay, I want you to have a look at this. So this is just an example. This is on a website called Grow and Convert. So as you can see, it's just an article. It's got the copy there. But look at this. Inside the actual article itself, they've got a bonus. So this is called a content upgrade. So if you click this, subscribe to get this bonus podcast here, an opt-in form pops up. So this is fairly fancy, having the trigger there to click. That is fairly fancy. You don't have to do it like that. So this can link directly to your squeeze page, but notice that's embedded within the content of your article. So if this article is about the 10 greatest minds of your niche, and you've got all the answers here, you would put a link, at least a link to your squeeze page here. You can make it fancy with that overlay to get that, or let me show you another example. Here's on the co-schedule blog. So if we scroll down, here you can see all the copy, but if we go right down here, they've actually embedded the opt-in form inside the copy. So you could do something similar to that. In this example, they've got their reasons for asking for so much information. So they're asking for someone's full name, work email address, company name, and website. So that's how they're qualifying their leads. You might not want to have as many forms as that. 1 or 2 is going to be just fine for you. But the important thing is you can embed the opt-in form. So if we go back to our starting point of my student squeeze page, if we have a look at this opt-in form, you could easily put that inside the content of the article and give a strong call to action for people to subscribe. So you don't actually have here, excuse me, getting ahead of myself. So here, this content upgrade is a calendar template, but you can actually give away a whole lot of stuff. So in this example, my student, he's promising a video. So someone subscribes to this, on the next page they're going to get a value-based video. So that's what you would promote on your page. You can also advertise a podcast. You could do checklists, PDFs, templates, resources, worksheets. It doesn't matter. As long as it's in keeping with the rest of your content, it matches the interest. So someone lands on your content for a particular reason. The content upgrade that you offer matches that niche, that interest, in a very specific way. So the more focused that we can get, the better results that we get. And remember, at the start of this, I promised you additional organic traffic sources. Well, you can get them completely for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. Grab those. Nothing's going to cost you a penny today. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the channel too. Remember to hit that little notification bell when you subscribe now, because that will notify you when I upload another video tomorrow. So I don't want you to miss out. Thank you for checking this out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again tomorrow, guys. Take care.